You were just rocking out to Four Non-Blondes.
You can definitely pull up your page, or to go in through the studio and go to the live, and then you can manage on the laptop in front of you.
Oh, I already moved everything. So
Well, then
there's no
we'll
more
set that up.
Yeah, I mean, it would be different if I had two desks, but I just have this side right now. So
Yeah, no worries. I'll be there in a few days.
But I knew, like, I tried to do it on the computer before, but maybe that's just because it was the other computer I couldn't do it. Did you just do this on your computer or from your phone?
I'm on my phone.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought that was the only way we could do it before. So,
Yeah.
oh, I need to shuffle the heck out of these cards because I had to put them all back into order. I had to put them all back into order whenever I was finding your Four of Pentacles. So now you can use your
I know.
light Surge deck.
Look, I brought it out already.
Good. Everything. All of my cards are in order now, so I have to.
Oh, you better.
I'm washing these babies right now. Hi, Britt. Welcome in, sweetheart. Hopefully some of our mods come around. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I didn't think to tell them.
No, I'm doing it now. Well, I did put out the warning. We're coming.
Hey, Molly says, hey, I finally got Molly finally got her notification.
We're coming.
Heck yeah. Sometimes those things are delayed. Yeah, we're just getting set up to do some readings, little mini readings, waiting for hopefully some mods to get in here, get the room filled up a little bit. But yeah, if you guys have a question that you would like Miriam or myself to do some tarot draws on for you, just put it in the chat, preferably with like a crystal ball emoji or something right at the beginning so we know it's a question. Hope everybody's had a great weekend.
Yeah, I did something today. I gotta tell you.
What'd you do?
I was supposed to be doing an emailed reading, and I was like, screw this crap, I'm just gonna turn the camera on. So I was reading her chart, and I was just picking up stuff, and I was just like, it's a good thing I turned the camera on. So she got a whole video, and I was like, I could read charts like this, like super fast. Why don't I just go ahead and call it and say, hey, Britt, hi, Brandon, hi, Divinely Broken Beautifully.
Hello.
Oh, thank you so much. I have a question for the crowd of 3.
And thank you, Divinely.
Did you guys get a chance to listen to the transmission this week? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. Hi, Molly.
Oh, your channeling video? Is that what you're talking about?
Ja, darling, ja. So
the messages are coming in hard and fast. Messages have been coming in hard and fast. That's for sure. I told Kaylee today and Michael about the whole crystal wand thing yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And my homework was if you had a magic wand, and I'm like, really? I just thought about this before we talked. That's funny.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wish there was a way I could just click and give people heart emojis, because I see Divinely Broken. Thank you so much. Thank you. Even if that's, man, thank you. Hi, Crystal Candace. Oh, do you want to do it?
Molly said it. Molly, I'll do Crystal. There was another person up there that just had a general from Spirit, but Molly said she listened to your transmission and it resonated so much.
Oh yes.
Oh, we're not doing all signs, Molly, honey. So if you have a question, you got to put your personal question in there.
Yeah, we're answering questions. So Molly, ask us what you want, like, because this is like a free reading, basically.
Yeah,
Hi,
but you have to be
Christina.
here to get your you got to be here to get your reading. Britt was first, and she just said general. So if you want to
Yeah.
do Britt, I'll grab
Well, hang on.
Crystal.
I need another second,
No,
please.
no problem. I'm just going to write down the log then, since I don't see a mod in here yet. Just a second.
Yeah, I gotta. You sent me something earlier, and I'm in complete compliance. Got it. All right, you guys. There it is. All of the information to get a longer reading from us is down below this video.
Yeah.
We are doing emailed questions, and apparently we're doing astrology questions from your chart as well. Probably 20 minutes or less, 15 minutes or less. Click the
She's
link
joking.
down below. I just
She's joking. She went to do a tarot reading, and that's how it ended up. But
I'm absolutely not. If they
okay,
say for give me a short clip, I can do like 15 minutes or less.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You know, play to your strengths.
All right, and then Christina. So Britt,
oh wait,
Crystal.
let me write it down.
I am. I already have it, baby. That's what I was doing.
Okay.
You were busy.
I was busy making noise again.
Well, you do it wonderfully. You were blowing my phone up all day from the marketplace. I was like, this woman is shopping.
I am shopping in the marketplace.
What should we put? What should we put in the kitchen, Heather? I'm like, oh my gosh. I trust your judgment. Get whatever.
Really?
Don't say I do.
Don't,
sweetheart.
say
Hey, I am. I hate shopping. You do your thing. I will tell you my color.
For home goods.
My colors are black and dark blue and purple and magenta.
Okay, so you've got Crystal Candace, right?
So I guess, yeah, I just wrote down the first name, Crystal. And then we've got, so Britt, Crystal, Christina.
Oh, okay, so I have Crystal.
Divinely Broken.
Christina. Divinely Broken.
Molly. Brandon.
Okay, so that's the list. If you guys, please stay in the chat. Please do not, I can understand pausing it and all, but if you really want your question answered, just hang with us, because, yeah. Also, please do not forget the information down below. You can sign up with our social media accounts. You can contact us if you need to. We are present. Calendar's open. So let's go ahead and get going. All right. I got Britt.
Yeah.
I got Britt.
Britt just said general, I think.
Okay. That's cool.
She just want to know what Spirit has. All right. And I got Crystal, and then I have to go find what Crystal's question was. Hi, Crystal. If you've never met me before, sweetheart, my name is Heather. Nice to meet you. Glad you came. Everybody, please make sure you're sharing this too on your social media. Share our stuff. That way we can get more traffic and take care of you guys more efficiently here. Crystal, I don't know if you're going to reconcile with Nixon. Did I read for you before, Crystal? That name Nixon sounds familiar.
I'm gonna toot the horn and try to get some moderation. Toot toot.
Just the name Nixon sounds Nixon or Dixon. I think I did before. I don't know what you mean by that, divinely broken. I don't know what identity reading Lila or something like that means. Sorry. Okay.
Show me Brett, please. Brett.
I'm going to mute while I'm shuffling.
Brett. Show me Brett. Show me Brett, please. Hold on, because something's wonky, and I will be right there. Mm-mm.
Welcome in, everybody that's coming in. We've got a line going. And so, yeah, if you have a question, Roberto, we haven't gotten that far. We're laying cards for somebody else, so please be patient. But if you want if your question's going to be answered, you do have to be in the chat when it's your turn to go. Otherwise, you will be skipped. So we're just laying out our cards right now for our first couple. So we'll be back with you in a minute.
Hi, Tina. Okay. Show me for Brett, please. Heavenly Father. Show me Brett, please. Show me Brett. Show me Brett. What does Brett need? Okay, Britt, if you're there, darling, can you confirm or not confirm whether, because this is what's sort of showing up. This would be like receiving a message, okay, of a possibility. And this is sort of like looking at the possibility, wondering if it's a safe bet. Is it a foolish choice? You know, it's sort of like taking a pause, taking a break, looking ahead to the future. I don't know if you're wondering if you should reach out to a person or not. there may have been it's like a possibility. If I reach out to this person, is it going to be worth correcting or fixing, you know, to kind of sacrifice something here or stand away from a thing, quite possibly work or a career, but someone's mind is it's, I don't know if it's looking at a breakup or a divorce or a choice, because there's a lot of water involved with this, like mental thinking and water history right here. Britt has sort of shown there's also a desire, Britt, for you to work your spiritual gift in some way. You know, this is a long held desire, but it can also feel like a strong calling here. And I can tell that bravery has sort of been an issue. You don't want something to sneak up on you. You know what I mean? You don't want something to sneak up on you. However, I do know that if you take the risk and make the message happen, like, should I reach out and contact this person and ask them to step off? You know, let's everybody just fall into faith. That's a good way to put it. Britt, nothing? You got nothing? Okay. Well, then it took a modicum of bravery for you to even send the message, because I do see that. Okay. The person that you're looking at, did they receive the message? Yes. And instead of, you know, like if your hope was to trigger a possibility, to me it looks like you're further ahead in the healing process than he is. Because when you reached out to kind of say hi, right, it really made him angry, but at the same time it sort of turned his brain on. You know, I don't know if he's been absent from passion for a while, because he quite possibly could. So he's sort of weighing this thing right now, like, is it too much to come back from, or is the path wise? He's doing the same thing that you are. I see. There's also a shade of whatever the risk is here to even have said anything, right? This is a fast feeling of emotional happiness, quite possibly with all right, hold on. Let me use another deck, because this one is too wonderful. What's he gonna choose? What's he gonna choose? Britt, what's this person's name? I just need their first name. Oh, shnikes. You have a Libra, and then you met an Aries, who seems great, but I thought the same about a Libra.
Yeah. She said she's reached out to him, but nothing. Jesse is his name.
Show me Jesse.
Jesse's a Libra.
Jesse's the Libra. Yeah, because the first card that came out was Libra. Britt. Marcus was the second. Marcus was the second card that came out in the upright. And if I went on just those two cards alone, it would say to Aries. Pursue the Aries. But the Aries is at some sort of ceremony. I don't know if this is a regular tradition that his family does. There's like a Taurus that's close by. It could be a child, like spending the weekend with your child. You know what I mean? And that the time to drop the child off is, you know, it's going to happen in a little bit, a couple of few hours. And then it talks about the Aries going to, this is sort of like getting themselves ready for work and then sitting down to see the Sun card about the movement forward. And then, oh shit, it would be this person's happiness too. And now I have both of the 10 of Cups in the outcome. Look at that, Britt. This one is your 10 of Cups and this one's his.
Aww.
But again, what is that? He doesn't
Britt just
know if you're
said,
being serious or not.
she said, so I may be pregnant, she said.
Yeah, it's crazy because there was a pregnant woman there. And he doesn't know yet. I can see that. There's the Libra. Sweetie, you have a semi-crush on the Aries, but you're still thinking about the Libra. But in the outcome, it sort of shows, well, I could make it work if I try. I could make it work if I try. And if you're needing me to tell you that the Libra is not coming back, the Libra is not coming back. Let it go. Look to your future. And these are really good cards because the Aries, to me, wanted another child anyway. This is like a whole family setup. Like, let's get the kids in the car. We're going to Wet and Wild. We're just going to get on that lazy river and, right? Look, the Emperor. That was the last card I pulled, Britt. That's the Aries. Good luck.
Yeah. Candace, I know you were asking about Nixon and if you're going to reconcile with Nixon. Coming into it, it definitely looks promising. I will say overall, I did have the Knight of Cups come out in the upright. When I asked about how he felt about you, I got the Queen of Cups in the upright. And clarifying some of this stuff I'll get to in a second, but the King of Cups also came out. So looking at this, I can tell that you've been doing a lot of processing. It really seems like you don't give a shit what other people think about what's going on. You've been processing some thoughts, but I do think that there was a big amount of confusion, possibly even a betrayal that made you have your guard up quite a bit. It came out in reverse, so I see that you're wanting to let your guard down. I did have the Eight of Pentacles come out in reverse. And to clarify that Eight of Pentacles, I got the Four of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So looking at that, I can see that you're getting impatient and tired of waiting. You want to know, you want the answer, you want clarity. He's looking at you like the Queen of Cups, darling, and the Chariot together. He sees you, that Chariot card with that Queen of Cups spells Cancer energy all over it. He definitely thinks very highly of you. As far as how he's feeling about you, there's the discernment. I got the Two of Swords in the upright, right? And the Crow was looking back at the Chariot and the Queen of Cups. So he is thinking about it. However, when I asked for clarity on the Two of Swords about his choices about you, King of Cups came out completely sideways, so I left it that way. He's got a big amount of feelings for you, but I don't know that he's emotionally mature enough to handle the deception and the he fantasizes about you quite a bit. Okay, he thinks about you. He does see it from both sides, but he knows that he's hurt you. I do have the Three of Swords in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. And as far as clarifying on that, I think he thinks it'll be too much work And that if you knew the full truth, you would be very, very, very pissed off. We've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. He's the Emperor in reverse. He's broke. He's not feeling like he has a pot to shit in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he feels like he has a leg to stand on. Yeah, I think he wants the wish, but he knows that it's too much work and that he made a really messed up choice, sweetheart. So with that, I would just ask, yes, you have feelings for him. Yes, he has feelings for you. But unless you can actually regain the trust that has been broken, and we can tell ourselves that we can regain that trust, right? But when trust infiltrates and you believe that you've healed it, and you guys talk through it and you work through it, I would definitely recommend having a mediation, maybe even a counselor, because that shit creeps back up. It can be, 6 months later. It could be 3 years later. It could be 7 years later. It creeps back up, and suspicions and things like that can come again. You ask if there was infidelity. I did have the Three of Cups in reverse and the Moon card mixed with the King of Cups. It looks like there probably was. Yeah, it does look like it was. But and I do think that if it didn't go all the way, it was close enough that he knows if you found out, you would not take him back. So he doesn't want to embarrass himself. It would be too much work. That's the thing. 10 of Wands. It would be too much work, and he knows that he did you wrong. So that's what I've got. That's what the cards show, sweetheart. Candace, honey, I wish you the best.
They underestimate grace. They lose hope.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Pisces thing.
Yeah.
Like, hope is a Pisces thing.
Yeah.
And now is not the time to lose hope. We're like the closers. We're at the end. There's a lot of people that are like very willing to be like, yep, shake hands, let's call it. Just because of what's coming next. So don't underestimate hope.
Yeah.
In Al-Anon, they would always say that. There is always hope. And so
there's always hope. Yes.
And, people have changed, and goodness, time and goodness, a little love. Heather?
Yes, Candace.
Just a little love.
Just a little love, and I can tell there's feelings there, but if you have to question, Crystal, honey, let me tell you in a best girly friend kind of way, okay? If you have to question somebody's feelings or intentions about you in matters of love, you're best loving yourself, baby. Just like that Justin Bieber song, right? All right. Okay. So then after that, you got Christina, darling. Did you see Christina was up next, hon?
Yeah, I got her. I'm like
you
holding
got Christina
her question in my head right now and linking up with her.
Okay, is divinely.
If you are here and you want a question answered, just go ahead and drop it in the chat. But please also stay in the room, or you're going to miss your reading. Because if we call your name and you don't show up, we will just and pass over. Also, the links to get a reading with us are underneath the video. We are doing emailed readings for $25 as well. And I guess I'll throw in an astrology video for you for $25. Look, guys, we're setting up the business again, and we need your help, and we need your support. The Patreon channel is available. Yes, I'm going to get to the tarot readings. Remember, me and Heather moved all the way from Kansas. I have taken one load out to the Yellow House and had to get it back up to living standard. It's not even there yet.
And then we had everything break the second I showed up.
Dude, she texted me like 2 nights ago, and she was like, the AC is out. And I was like, what the heck? So, of course, I called my guy, and I'm like, hey, dude, can you please help us? Anyway, he ran over there, and, something had gone up in the attic and chewed the wires for the AC. I don't even understand how that's an attractive appeal. Why don't you go chew on a tree? Something. Not my house.
The day before, it's water pouring out.
Oh my goodness, water pouring out of the
shoveling
back of the
buckets of
refrigerator. Heather moved in and the whole house is like, oh, okay, you're going to move in. Yay. Then you go ahead and show up with Pluto, right? And I kept thinking that the whole time, like, God, is this house going to be with Heather? Like,
it's not supposed to be, but like I have Pluto on my DC. So she has Pluto ascending, I have Pluto descending. Well, she's a Libra rising, I'm an Aries rising. So literally we have mirrored charts, and our energies are really heavy together, but it's not supposed to be bad. I think maybe my Uranus energy screwed it up a little bit, because I do have a lot of Uranus
it's a dang
energy.
good thing that I'm a closer. I like to finish what I start. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it, and I like to finish what I start. So, yeah,
right,
I was able
on.
to jump in there and get it done. I'm so mad.
Right.
Like, what?
I'm trying to decipher Divinely Broken's general for Lydia. And then
my management here was not good.
Lilia.
So
Everything about my childhood was a lie.
Again. There we go.
Oh, geez.
Wrong. That's what it's saying. Okay.
Lilia, is that your name, hun? I was probably saying it wrong if I said Lydia. My bad. Ooh, that's pretty deep, sweetheart. Oh, sorry you're having to come to some realizations. I hear that EMDR's therapy is really good for that kind of stuff. Hey, we have Sierra Out Loud in there. She's in more questions. All right, I see you guys have a bunch of questions. And unfortunately, I have to step away for just a quick second. Miss Iris is telling me she has to go potty. I'll be right back.
That's my Iris girl. I'm having trouble because my chat has this purple monkey that showed up. I can't see the chat.
Okay, who are you doing? And I'll tell you the question.
Oh, wait. There they are. They're small on the phone. I can do that for a second till YouTube gets its crap together.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay, Christine. Hi, Sierra. Hi, Lulu. Oh, thank you, Lupita. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for the question. We'll be getting there. A random person. Hello, random.
Everybody likes a little rando every now and then.
That's my life.
I know. I know it. I swear. I'd swear Gemini. I'd swear you were Gemini if I didn't know better.
Fairy, man. I'm all over the place.
Rando.
Here and there and everywhere. All right.
You froze. It seems to have froze.
Okay.
Can people hear me?
Some of it.
Okay, I'm back.
Christina, do you have your father still alive? I see a shorter man. He's like shorter with a little bit of a belly. Is your father still alive? Is that you? Because this man is like bald or partially bald and has glasses. I don't know. Is this you, Christina? She's saying yes. Okay. It seems that your father is very, very worried about something, Christina. It's a very strong concern.
Divinely.
And you're a female. What? No, I'm asking about your dad, darling. Is your dad still alive? Because I'm seeing a shorter, older man, but he's still walking. You know, it's not like he's hurt or injured or on his back or something. But he's shorter. He's kind of bald. Okay. Yes, he is. Thank you. your father is very worried and very concerned about something, and I see that it's really kind of stressing him out. It may have to do with your mother if your mother is still alive. There's been some sort of evidence, and it may be health related in a sense, but like he's outside and he's got his water hose and he's kind of watering the lawn or the flowers or the bushes or something, and he's tumbling in this feeling, it's hurt of my heart chakra here. There's a great and a desire, like a strong desire for everyone to pull in and come closer during this time, except that it seems there's a brother or a male. I don't know if it's your brother or a cousin. I don't know. This person seems far away, like they're in the military or something, or Washington or New York City. I don't know. This person's living far away. And it feels like coming in close right now is a wish and a hope. My heart hurts like really, really bad because I feel like there's not a whole lot of time left. And they don't want to burden you, Christina. They don't want to burden you. Yeah, they really don't want to burden you. They've been wondering about paying for you to fly there. Oh my God, this is like utter grief, Christina. It's bad. Whatever this is, it's like losing a family member and losing a pet at the same time. Yeah, that came out. Oh my God, that came out. Oh, I can breathe again. Dang, girl, call your dad. There's a focus on a career, Christina. There's also an image to uphold in some way, maybe even for your family, It feels like you might be the older child, and a competitive feeling of more or less like a race. Like you've been in a race and you're huffing and you're puffing and you're like, oh my God, look, 2 cups. 2 cups. Hold on, Christina. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. Your dad. Let's go back to that. Your dad and you had a discussion about this very thing. It's almost like you guys talked about it and then it manifested, There's also telling someone, I can't, I have a commitment, have like a really strong commitment that I don't have the extra time, or I'm almost finished with a semester. You need to wait for this semester. Oh, it's your mom. Oh, I got chilly bumps. You have an uncle that's going to be getting a divorce very soon. They're making arrangements for paperwork to be scrambled in some sort of way. I also have a bank account over wherever they are. There's a bank account, and an uncle might be setting something up specifically for you. Over there was a competition as well. I feel like unfortunately, an alcoholic cousin or an addict cousin. It feels like this person may have a moped bike. They're just not responsible enough. They're just not responsible enough. And I feel like your uncle admires what you have done. It also feels like it's something he wanted done for himself. So when you took off and did what you did, he's been over there just rooting for you silently at times. Maybe you didn't know, but there is a bank account that's going to have your name on it by the end of the month. Okay. And the responsibility, just shouldering that load, it feels to me like it's connected to a family business of some kind, because he cannot trust things with, I don't know if it's his son or what the hell, okay? There is a wondering in your head, am I going to finish school and am I going to finish my training here? Feels like a doctor, medical. I don't know who's going into the medical field in some kind, but there's a question of, if I get called away, which one is more important, number one? And number two, would I be able to finish what I start? Is it actually going to be a thing? Or am I going to get yes? Okay, let's just answer that. If you leave things as they are right now, love, you're going to get pulled into the family business and you won't be finishing your degree for another 10 years. Okay? However, we're standing at a juncture, is what they're saying. You're free to choose, but now would be the time. Flip a quarter, it'll tell you which one you really want. Love you.
Candace, sweetheart, you're welcome. I know it wasn't what you wanted to hear, but trust that it comes from here. I trust that you will be fine. You have so much love and so much so that even he can't look at you with any hate. You know, I mean, I'm looking at it and he has nothing but love for you and admiration. So, all right. We have a bunch of new people that have come in and said quite a bit of things. I know
Miss.
I know somebody was asking where the list is. We don't.
Okay.
Yeah, we have
I did
Lupita.
Christina divinely brokenly that she's.
I'm doing divinely. I'm already ready. I'm just trying to.
Molly.
And then I have Brandon. So that's the bottom of the list. We don't know who's after Brandon. Lupita. So if you could go through and find out who's up after Brandon, that would be great. Don't forget, you do have to be present for us to read for you. So Divinely Broken, you told me you're still here. Thank you for hanging in here with me, dear. That was a very intense question, so much so I'm not even going to reread it for the chat. Bless your heart, honey. I don't know how this came through to you. I don't know if it's because of dreams that you were having repressed memories about it or what, but I think that it looks like that's how it was coming out. I did have that 9 of Swords that popped out. Now it is in the reverse, and I see that, you know, you're waking up to it. There is some pain definitely tied to what's going on here. I think that the fact that you're even calling it out is huge. Okay. The King of Pentacles, I took as your energy or the energy of perhaps a masculine earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that may be able to help you get the answers that you're looking for. Maybe this is the person that helped bring it to light for you. I will tell you, the very first freaking card that popped, sweetheart, was the Devil card. We had the Devil card in reverse that popped. That's a Capricorn card. Next to that, I had the Magician card pop in reverse. That's Gemini. Okay. Then I had the Queen of Wands in reverse pop. That definitely speaks to that type of sexual energy, you know, that you were talking about, hun. And I do see we have the 9 of Cups in reverse. I will tell you that I looked all over these cards just to see what was going on. And really what it looks like, the Devil was clarified by a bunch of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. I can see that there was some lack. I can see that there was some addiction problems. I have a Hierophant out here. I have a Tower card above that Queen. The Hierophant in reverse is above the Magician. Somebody really thought up some really ideas, was thinking up some ideas, and they thought it was a bright idea with however it was going on. I can see where you were not protected, my dear. And that breaks my heart. I'm trying not to cry, but I'm feeling this very hard. The Devil came out twice for you. So whether it be a father, okay, it's a Capricorn energy, right? I got the Devil card twice. I got it, you know, for the main way, I got it in reverse. And here I got it in the upright as a final clarifier. But I will tell you that if it's not just a Capricorn, it could be a dad, it could be a grandpa, any sort of authority figure to you that likely did the betrayal. I can tell that there was a feminine as well, making you that base. I can tell you there's addiction problems. Okay. It's written all over this spread. There was addiction problems. There was a lot of paranoia that I see, and it all seems to stem down to having a completely skewed way of seeing life, right? Like I don't know what they did to you, sweetheart. And so February 9th is your dad, and May 8th they're the parents. You're a Virgo. Um, that would make sense for you, baby. That King of Pentacles. When I was saying, I think that's you trying to own your traumas. Um, yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know if your parents had addiction issues or what, sweetheart. I really don't. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get the answers directly from them because there is a lot of shame and denial in what happened. I would recommend personally, like I said right at the beginning, is to seek alternative methods. There's the Hierophant. We got the Hierophant in reverse. It doesn't necessarily mean a traditional like family counselor per se. You always thought you were adopted. Okay. Um, that could possibly be that maybe that your original parents, if you were adopted, were having these kind of struggles, babe. And they couldn't hold on to you. They didn't have the means. They didn't have the money and or know-how. I would say if you have you asked flat out, sweetheart? Because that would probably be the best route to go. If you have and you feel like you're being lied to and you're dreaming about it and your intuition keeps telling you something's off, something's off, something's off, I do recommend EMDR therapy. That's where they can help do the past life, or like help do the regression and pull it out of you. But I mean, I do see that you are loved, like you are loved, and you do love these people. You just feel like you've been betrayed by them. But I really do recommend, rather than just making accusations, to just ask directly, sweetheart. I'm sorry, it's a really hard question. I was getting a lot of the bad feelings from behind it, and I don't know if that was from your birth parents or your adopted parents. But I really hope you choose to take to have that talk. I that's about the best I can tell you, sweetheart. I can't answer whether you were adopted or not. I hope it helps. Or stolen, trafficking, 3 times first memory, sky red sun, racing
Molly,
ashes, canal. Okay.
what I'm kind of picking up here, Molly, is that like right now there is an air sign Scorpio person.
Welcome.
This person, you're still attached to this person in some way. Man, they understand more than you know here about why things. It's almost like not treating someone like a woman, not taking care of, like, if something was broken, they're not tending to it. So whoever this person is, they understand, and there is some sort of like they're coming in like, okay, so you have a lot more discipline, you have a lot more diligence, and this other person is sort of, I don't know if you were acting like their mother in a sense to this person. There's someone from the past, okay? They wonder very much so if there's something that they can do to bring to you, to make your dreams come true, to call it square between the two of you. This person is also sort of looking at sort of like taking things off of your load. You know, if you're overwhelmed and overburdened here financially, it's sort of coming in and taking some of this off of your shoulders. It's your ex, he's a Cancer. He's showing up in a way where it's sort of like he doesn't want you to disconnect. You know, he doesn't, but at the same time, he doesn't know, he doesn't have the bridge. You know, I can tell that it hurt you right here. He doesn't have a solution, like a bridge. You know, when two people crack and there's conflict, if you have the proper skills, like conflict coping skills to do it right, then it sort of sounds like this, Molly. It sort of sounds like this. You come in and you take full ownership for your lane. You can't take ownership for like somebody else's lane. It's just yours. So for the things that he did, let's say, you know, Molly, I recognize that 1, 2, and 3, I was an a-hole. That was really bad. And for the depth of the regret that I feel, which is right here, for the depth of regret that I feel, I am very, very willing to do whatever it takes right here that you say. So you see, Molly, it's not really on them until you can figure out what it would take. What would it take? Because this person's very willing to do this, to have a new beginning with you. They miss you very much. They miss your cooking. They miss your cleaning. They miss snuggling. They miss your throw blankets and your pillows. This person is just like, I don't want you to walk away, please. You tell me what needs to be done here and I will do it. So, Molly, I really need you to go for a long walk, go for a long drive, and really focal point and be like, what would it take? What would it really, really, really take? You know? And I would also add this as an addendum on the end of that contract of forgiveness, okay? Because you need to own up to your part and then you need to make amends. Making an amends without an apology, without an amends. It's like I come in and I punch your window out in your car. And then I stand there and I go, I'm sorry. Fix my car, dude.
No,
You know? So you really need to think about what it would take. And I'm going to add this as a little star addendum. Because it was you that harmed me, I'm going to have my bad days. And I reserve the right to have my emotional bad days. And when the bad day emotionally shows up, it will be your responsibility. When I call, you're there to clean up your mess. And if it's 30 minutes of you repeating to me, please forgive me, please forgive me, please forgive me, then that's what I need. That's all I need. But it was your responsibility that created this. The emotions are now, it's like emotions have grown and anchored. And as I'm the one that has to pull those emotions up for us, then it's only fair that you show up when I do that. You're going to have your bad days. And when I have my bad days, I need you to support me emotionally. Period. You go get me flowers. You go get me my favorite foods. You sit at my feet if that's what I need you to do, and rub. Rub the feet. You see what I mean? That's a proper amends. You got to walk it back. But nobody can know that but you, Molly. No one. Good luck. This is the dude that's showing up with the Ace of Cups and all sorts of stuff. This is the dude, 6 of Cups. You both miss each other, so don't lie. You don't have to lie. I see the 9 of Cups. It was a giveaway. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Well, sweetheart, I got Brandon, and I literally have no idea who's next in line after Brandon. I don't have anything. That's what I wrote down my list, and we've been throwing cards. So
Hey,
I know there's
Gloria.
other people. Woo! So I need you to fish. I need you to fish up who's next.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. I'm sure Brandon's right there.
Forgiveness means to let the anger go. And that's why I'm saying some days you're going to have anger. and some days you're going to be okay. However, forgiveness is what's called for. Go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting, love. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Go ahead.
fine. Okay, so we have quite a few more people in the chat.
Okay.
So hi everybody that's coming in. We're doing readings. We've been doing it for about an hour now, and I know we've got our hands full. We're going to keep going. You do have to be present for us to read for you. Be sure to hit that like button, share our work. We're going to be coming up here more and more now that I'm down here in Texas with Miriam. Yeah, subscribe to our channel. And check out if you look in our channel description and the description of this video, you'll see our link to be able to book a reading. And we're doing $25 emailed tarot readings, and lots of beautiful things, not just tarot. We do astrology too. So thanks for stopping in. I've got Brandon, and Brandon was wanting to know if he's got a new vehicle coming in August.
I've got Tina B.
I think Brandon kept saying over and over again that Roberto was next.
I've got Sierra out loud. Let me do Sierra first because we passed her by. I'm sorry, friend.
Well, I have, I already laid cards for Brandon, but Brandon was saying
Brandon was the cap for both of us.
Yeah, okay.
Sierra out loud, Tina B.
Roberto is in there too.
Roberto.
And I can't say the name, but we need to look directly down the list.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, thank you.
I am. Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, Mr. Firmino, I know that you were up on the list. We had a list before you came in, so we're still coming. It's no point in waiting. It's up to you whether you want to wait or not. We're doing our work through here, and unfortunately,
usually we have like 5 or 6 moderators.
Yeah.
So now we're
we
having
just hopped
to
in out of the blue.
the management of the list ourselves. So please, Grace, if you want your question,
Grace.
we're here. We're in a good mood.
Grace.
Just Grace. This is the list so far. I have Sierra out loud. I have Tina B. And then I have Roberto Nida. Gloria Titus. Please stay in the chat room, or when we get to your name and we call you, if you don't answer, we're just going to pass over to the next. Giggle Glimmer, hey. Quoa Firmino. I don't know if you have a question, friend.
Yeah, they do have a question that we don't know what your question is.
Oh, hi, Capri Warren. Usually we have a whole bunch of moderators. This is the list so far because I see the question. Tiger's Eye. What's your question, love? We'll put Tiger's Eye after Gloria. No, the list is still open, sweetheart.
Well, if that person didn't leave, Mr. Farimo, I'm sorry, I can't see the chat very well. I don't have my glasses on, but I know that if you had a question, we got to put the question in there.
Okay, so this is I'll type the list. Okay, but Mr. Fermino, if you do want a question, please go ahead and drop it. Okay, thank you. Tiger's Eye is on the list. Here's the list. I'm typing it. Everybody let Heather read cards.
Okay. So Brandon, hon, I know you're wanting to know if you're going to be getting a vehicle in August. I will tell you, I can tell that you've been kind of, setting up stacking your Venus, trying to keep all your eggs in a basket. You've been trying to save. And you definitely have been looking. I do see that everywhere. I would just say the fair warning will be Do not just try to jump into something. The reason I say that is because I do have the Page of Wands here, just right after the the Seven of Cups. Okay, so it kind of looks as if somebody may really come into you and try to give you false hope or sell you something to get you in over your head financially on something. I will say that we've got the Devil card in reverse. Now, that just what I'm getting when I'm seeing this is Saturn is stationed retrograde, right? So it definitely is giving you some time to build up those stacks, babe. Build up your pentacles. Build up your pentacles. I'm not really seeing much, and it doesn't look like you're getting much help with saving the money. I'm not seeing too many people helping out. So it's taking you longer probably than expected to gain, whether it's a credit rating or the cash to actually be able to get the new vehicle. It does look like we have the Chariot in reverse. It was the last card that popped out. Please, this is the overall energy. Do not forget to, I just keep hearing stay steadfast. Save, look, keep looking. Don't just jump on the first thing. Don't take the used car salesman crap. Maybe even take a look at ask around. I'm hearing ask around. And put it out there that you're looking for a vehicle. Maybe even check local forums, and you could try Craigslist, things like that, to see if there's anybody local in your area. And yeah, waiting and saving. August is a little too soon, and it's better to have a little extra money saved for the right car rather than to jump in another one that's just going to break down on you and leave you ass out. I don't want to see that for you. So that's what I got for you, Brandon. It was pretty cut and dry. I hope that helps, dear. Thanks for stopping in. We always appreciate you. Okay. You're welcome, Brandon. Hun, I don't know who's next.
Oh,
And you put your
Tina B. Tina B is next.
Okay. And Giggle, you put your question here in chat. Okay, and I see that you got your question in there, Mr. Fairmont. Thank you. And I've got Tina, but I don't know that Tina's still there. Tina, could you do me a solid? Throw your question back in the chat for me, babe. And yes, Tiger's Eye, they are free.
Sierra,
we accept tips, but
Sierra,
it's free.
I'm picking up that you made a lot of promises to people when it comes to this referral check and passing it to the new brokerage. Yeah, I am. I'm kind of feeling like you gave your word to a few people and you want to keep your word to and the ball is in someone else's court and it's not under your control yet. But as soon as it gets under it's sort of like what I'm feeling here, Sierra, is that you have total faith in yourself, but you don't know if these other people are going to move on and away from you. I'm feeling that with every moment that passes, it feels like you're losing opportunities to build like a really strong foundation. You're really hopeful for this, Sierra. There's also I don't know if this is a hiring or it's sort of, I don't know if you're interviewing. There's a position of some kind because you're going to need help, like an assistant. The thing is, though, Sierra, I can feel that you're a little direct because the vision that you have, you're so dang good with your words. So to have an assistant that you can trust it breaks your heart on one end, but at the other end, I'm feeling, darling, that you really need help if you want it to become the long term. You know what I mean? And better to start now and train. Better to start now. I do kind of also catch Sierra hearing a niece or a nephew that's kind of coming in. Ooh. Okay. I don't know how close you are with your family, but it feels like someone is going to get pushed out of a certification course or a certification class. I am so sorry that my makeup looks like, I don't even know. It's like I got one done and the other one not, but I swear they're both done. I can kind of feel, Sierra, that it's kind of a hot mess. It's like someone's fighting over the lawn, doing the lawn, working on the lawn. I don't know who this person is. They're falling and they're having a heart attack because they're like pushing a lawnmower. It feels like a stroke, like a mini stroke and then a heart attack that follows, Sierra. I don't know who that person is, but I'm seeing it very clearly. There's getting on an airplane and flying across the country to help someone out, doing it 2 or 3, 4 times. And to be honest with you, you can't keep doing whatever this is. It's eaten into your pocket, but I can also feel that for this person, they don't know how to let go and allow individual dreams. You know, I hate to say it like this. Some people lose their shot. And you might be feeling the pressure of that. Not going to lose your shot with something. It's a new life. I'm on top of the check right now. This person, they're very conventional. And I'm not saying, I'm not saying that's bad. Some people can live both, can bring conventional and loosey-goosey at the same time.
Miriam.
What?
Hey, people can't hear you, and they're saying they lost audio for both. You were dragging really bad. Now it's all good. Now we're back. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
My makeup looks weird.
Quit looking at your makeup. You're so pretty.
It's so shiny. It's in my face. My makeup's so shiny. There, I'll just cover it.
Just cover it.
Cover it. Nobody saw that. Okay.
Yesterday's makeup's today's smoky eye, right?
Today's smoky eye is brought to you by the letter Q and the number 4.
And the letter WTF.
Sierra, I was right on top of the referral check when I finally saw that you guys couldn't hear me. There's a communication Queen of Swords. I can feel it. It's a very firm. I don't know if the last conversation you had with someone about this was very firm. I'm hearing the 9 of Wands and very proud for standing up for yourself and defending. I don't know if there's so much that you had done, but now it's time for reciprocity and a boundary line that cuts off a separation anxiety of someone showing a strong separation anxiety from another person. I'm also getting a worry and a concern that someone's not going to be able to keep business, and emotions, bonding and love and memories. There's this question of, is the knife Is it strong enough? Is the sword sharp enough to kind of separate the two in regards to this person who's having, yes, you are correct. Yes, you are correct, Sierra. There is vindictive. This is like an inner, very deep, very black. It's dark and it's very ugly that you're not going to take like it's mine. You know, it's Gollum with the precious. It's Gollum. You're right. But what I was saying earlier when it cut off, love, is I could see two different people fighting over doing the lawn. Okay, who's gonna mow the lawn? And what I was seeing was somebody pushing a lawnmower, and they have a stroke and a heart attack. And it's like a male. Whoever this person is a male. There's a crack when this happens. It feels very much so like the foundation that was holding something up gets cracked. And it feels like 3 weeks in the hospital getting some sort of heart surgery. He does survive, but he's not the same afterwards, okay? He's not the same afterwards, which means someone's finally going to have to step up and start making those choices that you need done. Yes, you are absolutely correct. The person could not separate business from emotions, and their ugly emotions were being just like, they felt like they had a right, Sierra. Is she in here? It might be, but like I said, it's something that needs to be addressed, and they haven't done it. So of course, when it gets to, it cracks. Of course, you know, the heart needs to breathe. So, it's a male. Okay. At this point, what I can kind of feel, Sierra, is that it's sort of like we don't have time to fight anymore. We don't have time to fight anymore. I feel someone kind of giving up and just picking up what they can from the experience, from this heart attack, and just saying, just let it go. It's too much. No mas. I cannot carry one more thing. And yes, it is also linked to emotions, the emotions of carrying something very, very heavy. Yes, you're being asked to choose. And now the moment is in front of you to choose what is more important to you. And it is a test. It is a test. I'm not saying you're not going to get the referral check, because you probably are, like 2 or 3 months down the road. It's that in the moment of loss and shock and quite possibly death, what's most important to you, and it is a test. And I can feel it in my throat. You're going to have to say it out loud for it to count. Good luck, babe. Okay. Hi, Amy. Now I'm telling you, if you can get him to a heart doctor within a week, then have him go to the heart doctor and do it now instead of waiting for the moment, because the tower is coming.
Well, and I was listening to that and I was feeling it as you were saying it. And then I just kept being shown Neptune and Mercury, or the Neptune and Saturn both being retrograde in Aries. And that choice that you were talking about,
Right.
I was seeing it as, well, if Sierra is worried that it's her husband, okay, hun, what's more important? Having some medical bill that you'll never be able to pay, or your husband? The health insurance, if you don't have it, maybe this reevaluation period is about how do we hurry up and get it, or taking the proactive steps to just go get them checked out. I know it's a bill, it's one more thing, but babe, health is more important than monies.
Anything.
Yeah. And I got Tina B.
I will be serious though, Sierra. He has the opportunity for an exit point right now. Yes. He absolutely has an opportunity. His higher self could definitely say, I'm out. It is like a 95% risk that he would say, I'm out. You guys need to have a sit down and a strong talk. And things
Yeah,
need to calm down. Yeah.
I'm turning my Bluetooth off. One of my buds already died, and I want everybody to be able to hear me.
It's sort of like being 63 years old as a widow. Having to restart again. Slow down.
Yeah.
Slow down. That's the answer. It's not push harder. It's slow it down.
Hire somebody else to do the work.
Or you need to pick and choose between walking at a slower pace that is manageable and to prioritize and make a list and put those other things behind you and only focus on 2 or 3. You got to go slower. And other people, they can make them wait. Make them wait. Make them wait.
Tina B, honey, put in the chat. I'm curious what your sign is. I will tell you and read your cards of what I got.
Okay, here's the list. Ready for the list?
Okay, so I got Tina B.
No. The next person is Roberto. You got Tina. I have Roberto, Nita, and then Gloria Titus will go to Heather. Tiger's Eye will go to me. And Mr. Firmino will go to Heather. And at that point, Amy, we don't know anything beyond that point.
And then whoever else is in the chat, we're going to stop after that because we're already an hour 15 in. So, Amy, if you could tell us whose questions came in after Firmino, that'd be great.
But that'll be the cap. No more questions.
Yeah.
If there are any other last call, this is the last call. Last call.
Well, Amy's going to take a look at the list. Amber stepped in. Hi, beautiful.
Hi, Amber. Hi, Amber. How was your trip? Did you have a good time? I hope
that's our astrology buddy. That's our astrology friend. Astrology tarot all the time.
She's not an astrology, just a friend. She's
it's like a sister.
She's like the master. The master. No joke though. Seriously, you guys get an astrology reading with Amber if you haven't gotten one. She's good. She'll scare the ever-living crap out of you, but she's
incredible. She's read me a couple times. She's amazing. All right. So Tina B, I hope you're still here, babe. I know it took a while to get to you. So Tina, I wanted to know if she has any spiritual gifts. And the way that it came out, I could definitely see that your gifts have to do with the youngins. I got youngins here, youngins there, youngins there. So what I see is that you have a very, and whether or not you realize this or not yet, and I will tell you that I'm an Aquarius moon, so like that maternal big sister kind of energy didn't come naturally to me, right? It took until I was older, to notice that. But you definitely have a nick for helping young ones that are struggling mentally, emotionally, and even with loss and grief. Maybe even some that were, how do I say this? I'm seeing like Big Brothers, Big Sisters clubs. I'm seeing orphanages. I'm seeing just children maybe that have lost parents, children that are in the system. So whether that has to do with a fostering gift, but the spiritual side of that is huge. So to put a name on it and to say, what is that? You have a healing energy. And when I'm hearing like when you catch when you work with younger ones that are maybe underprivileged is another way to put that. I've kind of got this seeing, around a lot of fighting, around hardships. You have a way with your words, and they feel your passion within you. You definitely have patience, and you guide like a big sister. So when you ask what your spiritual gift is, as a Gemini, if you're a Gemini sun, then you're learning the gift of gab and discernment, and to how to with the mind, right? So mind, talking, communication, gift of gab. Now, if we're talking about kids and the cards that I'm seeing, what I'm feeling is also maybe specifically children who are perhaps delayed learners or autistic. The way that I'm seeing is it's like a lack. They're lacking something, whether it be a social skill, friends, even. So that's your gift, darling. Keep whether or not you're aware of it. I don't know if you've felt that hankering. You may want to go ahead and pursue that. Reach out to local nonprofits and see if there's anything that you can do. Maybe even after school programs, things like that, to help uplift people's young ones that feel out of place, and help put them back into a stance to where they feel more confident about themselves. So that's what I got, dear. Otherwise, just keep listening to your intuition. You'll be guided. When it's your time, you're guided into it, and there's no way to ignore it. A lot of it may be new, and it may require having teamwork, whether it be like a counselor of some sort, and encouraging kids to work together on things. So, and to learn and create. So that's a lot, and I could keep going, but I know we got a lot to do. So got it there. Do
Hey
we
guys,
still have?
when I ask you to link up with me, I want you to mellow out like a lot, please. Hold the boat, the inner boat still as hard as you can emotionally. Breathe in, sit up real straight. Breathe in and breathe out. Shoulders back. Calm your body as much as you can. Breathe through your nose. There's something about the nose right here. And then I want you to hold your question right there in your mind, okay? Because I'm going to do a drive-by and catch it. Because I'm fast, like Harry Potter on a broom, okay? Really good at my job, you guys. I don't play games. I retain like 89% loyalty with my subscribers on Patreon. It was the same on YouTube. I'm really good at my job, you guys. Trust, trust, trust. And right now I'm searching for Roberto. I saw a lily, and then I saw a white, I don't know, it was kind of a white flower. There's something that's red, like curtains. And I'm sitting in someone's, like, it feels like an apartment, but there's a dining room table. Someone is kind of sitting alone. They're thinking about doing something really, like, it's outside of the box for them. It's kind of like, I don't know. Someone who kind of feels like they don't know what would I be fighting with? What tool is necessary to protect myself? Someone is very afraid to fall in love, or they're very afraid to, it feels like the last person is, I don't know if you had an abuela, someone's Puerto Rican. I don't know who this person is. There's a woman with long, straight black hair. She's very meek. She's very good, this woman. She cries at church, in the pews on her knees. She lights a candle for someone every time there's someone in the military, and she goes almost every day to kneel and to pray and to light a candle. Could have been your grandfather that was away at war, and she prayed for this person like every day. Roberto, okay, it's your ex. I'm picking up your ex. Okay. Let me go back and look at your, will the universe grant my manifestations? All right, let me fly around. I'll catch it for you. Okay, first person you ask and you talk to, that one's a no. Second person that comes along, strong possibility. If you can look at anger having, okay, for instance, Roberto, I keep doing that. I'm partly Spanish myself. You got to give it another name, brother. You got to give it another name. Why be negative about life? Life is full of every kind of thing, color. Every color is out there. So it's got to come out with another name. Anger management. I'm sort of seeing those words like on somebody's office window, or like, anger management group or something like this. It's not going to hurt nothing. I'm just going to say that. You might actually make a friend or two. There's maybe even 3 or 4, because I see a bunch of people hanging out and having beers together and having a barbecue together. But it's like nobody else can know them like them. You know what I mean? Anger is look, I'm just going to say it. Anger shows how much we care. Right? Anger is the part of us that says what happened to me was wrong, and nobody's looking at it. And they're all telling you you're not worth a damn. Don't feed that one. You know what I mean? And yes, if you don't turn and look at me and listen to what I'm saying, I'm going to get louder because I care. You understand? Anger is also, every emotion has a polarity. There's a positive and a negative to each emotion. You just have to spin it and look at it in the right way. Depression. You know what depression is good for? Let me tell you. Depression pushes you into a box that you've outgrown. You're bigger than the box, except you don't know exactly what it is. You need a word. You need help to find the right word for the emotion, because it's very difficult to connect. It may even be something that your family disagrees with, but you need your own originality, or you're just a mimic of everyone else. Do you understand what I'm saying, Roberto? There's a fear of getting hurt in love. Do you know what else comes with anger? You're Puerto Rican. I've been married to a Puerto Rican before. La passion.
I was going to
You
say
can't have that color red, especially that
Yes.
color red, without the la passion. Yes, there are better ways to address conflict, not slamming things and running off. Absolutely. And you know what? You can get a support group of guys all together drinking beers, because we all need someone to talk out our worst with, who is not a part of the actual experience, because that's only fair. That's only fair. What she's asking for is not wrong. You have to spin it to be able to maintain the passion. The other side of that polarity over there needs some tools. They need ninja skills. Yeah, we can't set everything on fire. But we also need to know when you've had enough, and to say, stop. We'll return to this in an hour. I'm going to go for a drive. Do you want a Coke while I'm out? You say it just like that. And you know what? You just keep plugging away at that thing until, do it as many times. Interact. You get up, pause. In fact, have a safe word. Say, I'm going to say coconut. When it gets too much, I'll say coconut. And we both agree that we want success here. So I'm going to say coconut and go handle myself. I'm going to go in another room and shut the door. I'm going to definitely just go, okay? It's like training a Belgian Malinois who loves you so much, but at the same time can eat your face off. And what this person is asking for is fair. It's fair. But you will also, if you're the cripple, give me a freaking break, right? If I need to go for a little bit, I'll be back. And we'll finish this. Do you see what I'm saying? You do that. I don't care if you get 2 minutes ahead with the issue. And applause. You see what I mean? You just keep. That's called discipline, consistency. It's determination to solve the issue. I don't care. I don't care what her opinions are. She is free to have her opinions. Okay? She's free to have them. She got it. Just because, look, Roberto, just because someone says something does not make it true. Did you know that all 70, 100, 2,000 people could look at the same event and they're all looking at it differently? Period. That argument, Roberto, you're never going to win. There is no win to that. The win is preparing you for the rest of your life, equipping you for the rest of your life. And if she is a partner willing to put in the work with you, and she's equally as determined, which, you know what, I'm just saying about 34% is still there. There is enough to set the ignition and just, you know what I mean? It's like 34%. Yes. Bend. If thee shall not bend, thee shall break. What is more important right now? Solutions and clarity and closure moving forward? Because I see some sort of like, this is like a path towards a front door that has a screen door on it. And there's rocks that are kind of white like limestone, and there's grass growing in between. This person is walking towards the front door with a screen, right? It's not a very big house, maybe like 1,000 square feet. It's got a tiny little porch on the front, okay? It's knocking on this person's door. It's getting down on one knee with a full bouquet of lilies in your arms. I don't care if you got to play that Oompa Loompa music. I don't even know. Put it on the phone on speaker and put it on your head. I don't care. You sing. I see someone singing. It's really bad singing. You suck. But it is the sweetest gesture I've ever seen. Who cares? You want to crawl on the top of the roof and just scream out your love for this person. Guess what color that is?
It's like the Prince of Cups and the light sear deck with the radio
color. That's what.
With the radio.
Dancing. Salsa. La passion. So give it. Express it. It's not like, look, your mama ain't here to tell you to shut up no more. You're a grown adult.
Gloria, are you still in here?
The most beautiful thing with the least amount of money. Crawl on your hands and knees, bitch. You know you want to anyway. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to quit this. You just got to navigate better with better tools.
Hey guys, Gloria, honey, are you still in here? I have a spread. I think you were asking about your Capricorn. I'm going to go ahead and roll through it. I hope you're in here. I'm going to start reading through it pretty fast, but I had a couple of questions for you. The way that it pulled out, I'm curious who the Aries is. I have the Emperor card in reverse twice. Definitely got that, but I can see that there is some feelings of maybe, I don't know if you're a mother, Gloria, but I got the moon card. I've got some pages in reverse. Looking through it, the energies that I got was basically that the Capricorn feels that perhaps you're quite a bit too impulsive for their comfort. I had the Star card in reverse twice, as well as the Tower card in reverse, which would indicate to me that there's some Aquarian energy going on. There's a Chariot card we have in reverse as a clarifier for the Star card. And the Emperor in reverse came out with that Tower card and the Five of Swords in reverse. So looking at all of this, honestly, without being able to ask you the questions that I want to ask you, I can tell you that somebody does have feelings for you, but it definitely looks like they're having thoughts about going away from you. Basically feeling that this matter of finding that 10 of Cups is at a stalemate with the Star card in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. They're also being immature, emotionally immature, and may also have a problem if you have kiddos. Feeling like perhaps that impulsivity might be questioning, whether it's you questioning their maturity level. Maybe they made some very brash, heartless, I'm just going to say it like that, heartless actions that took you back, maybe even, and I even have the Two of Cups in reversed as the overall. And the other overall I got was the Two of Wands in reverse. This person is not, I don't know that the Capricorn is going to be the person for you, dear. It looks like there does need to be some healing that happens. And with all the animosity that I can see, I'm hearing resentment. Maybe somebody did something that was very immature. It could have been maybe a kid tattling on what the Capricorn did or what this Emperor in reverse did. It's like maybe somebody heard something, and really there's too many, how do I say it? Too many people knows too many people's business, and sometimes the damage is beyond repair. I'm not seeing that the Capricorn, and if this is not you, then this is what your Capricorn is dealing with. And honestly, I without knowing if you're the Aries or the Aquarius, I think maybe you're not even in the chat anymore. So it's probably best that you ask the Capricorn how the Capricorn feels about you. I was getting too much coming through and I don't see it anywhere around here. So hope that helps if you come back and rewatch it. That's why we say you got to be present when you're getting your cards read. So after Gloria, we have Tiger's Eye, who Miriam would have. I have Firmino, and I believe your question, Firmino, was about work, right? Career. I'll have to scroll back up and try to find it. I hope you're still around. I know you waited quite a long time. Oh, it's a long chat. Let's try to find it in there. Yeah, Mr. Firmino, hon, if you're still in the chat, please put your question there for me one more time, because there's too much stuff and YouTube Live doesn't let us connect on a computer. Like we're having to use our cell phones. It's the weirdest thing. We both have the setups. So I would appreciate your question again. I thought it was about career, but I got a lot of things flowing through me here. And then after Firmino was going to be Dark Water. So. Ooh. So I'm down here in South Texas right now, and Miriam is like, you better not go anywhere tonight. I guess we're under a flash flood watch. I would definitely hope nothing would come down this way. As of right now, it's not even raining. It's just really humid outside. But I ain't trying to mess around with that kind of stuff. Amy. Okay, so what's next for Mr. Firmino professionally? Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. And then after that would be dark water. He waited a long time. I don't remember, sweetheart. I don't, Candace. I really don't, honey. I'm so sorry.
Hello.
So hey, baby. So we're just catching up on the queue. You got Tiger's Eye, and I got Firmino. I don't know if Firmino's even still in the chat. They waited a long time, and then it's Dark Water. And
I need Tiger's Eyes to hook up with me and send me the question, love.
And thank you, Tiger's Eye. And then we had Dark Water. I don't know where we're at on chat. You did Roberto. Okay. All right. So is Firmino still around? Is Dark Water still around? So I know who I'm doing next. And yes, water signs can be. I just don't remember what the cards were, babe. I moved forward, but
Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye. I can feel you on the left side of my face, Tiger's Eye. Just keep connecting. Use your chakra system, babe. I know you know how. Just, it's a lot of inner processing that I'm picking up. Kind of asking when something emotionally will pass because I'm seeing cranberries.
okay, so Firmino's not there active. Is Dark Water available? If not, I'm moving forward. That was like the second or third call. Mr. Firmino.
Tiger's Eye. I'm seeing kind of like a lot of inner emotional processing. They're telling me, Tiger's Eye, that you're about done, like it's almost time to pull you out of the oven. They're saying 2 more weeks are gonna pass of this melancholy that I'm kind of catching, but it's kind of less melancholy these days. It's more like just a quieter space. You have about 2 more weeks of this, and then it feels like sunshine. It feels like sunshine. Who is the little girl? Who's the little girl? She's like 5 or 6 years old. She's blonde, and she's got her hair pulled back in a ponytail, and she's just running. She's beautiful. Who is this little girl? Because I see her running into your arms in about 2 weeks. And it's like the sun just came out. This is really beautiful. It feels like someone on summer break. Like maybe it's a child on summer break. Is that who this is? Do you have a niece? Who am I picking up? I didn't tell anybody else to connect. I said Tiger's Eye. I wish this would pass. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you in about 2 weeks. Were you blonde as a little girl? Because this is like a full tilt run. Like, it's, let me just keep going.
Okay. So, the people Gloria, I already answered yours. You'd have to scroll back and.
Yeah, Gloria,
and
we're not
watch
taking
yours.
second questions like we
It
did
was
the
the
last
same
call a
one.
while ago.
Yeah, Gloria, I did Gloria's, and you weren't here when I wanted to ask you a question or two, so you'd have to rewind, but I did read for you. I didn't get a response from Firmino or from Dark Water, so I was going to answer Glimmer. Then we have Capri and Astrology Bliss.
Oh, shit. How old's your daughter?
Glimmer, what's your
How
question,
old's your
baby?
daughter? Tiger's Eye, how old is your daughter? Someone who has not been able to get pregnant.
39.
This is wanting to give this person wings and wondering if it's worth helping someone one more time, and wanting to hear a message of like, let it go and try to find another kind of focal point here. But the heart wants what the heart wants. So there's a request I'm seeing of, help me out one more time. Just one more time. You don't understand. Something has shifted. Because this is like someone going, please don't, on Mercury retrogrades, huh?
It's okay, Gloria. No, I can't type in the chat. So
yeah. Tell her what you got to say, and I'll keep going.
I already did, babe. I already did.
Okay, cool. Tiger's Eye, has your daughter been wanting to get pregnant? Has she tried various ways to get pregnant? Is she looking at IVF? Tiger's Eye.
And Giggle, I need signs. Your sun sign and his sun sign, please.
This is someone who's getting pregnant. And if you've been wanting she has 2 children, someone's pregnant. They're older, but there's like, I didn't think this could happen. And I thought all of that was finished, but lo and behold, God wants a child in this world, and a child they shall be. A little Leo, looks to me. This is a baby. And then I have someone over here saying, I didn't know such a thing could actually happen. Oh shit. Look, mama. Look. God wants another one added to the family line. Here we go. It's a baby. I don't know if I can go through that again. I don't know what the right question is to do. I don't think that I have the strength, someone is saying, to go through something like that again. Someone is kind of standing up and saying, I don't know if I can add this to I'm trying to reduce my load of responsibilities here. And there's a question of whether a male counterpart is even going to, I don't even know if this person would show up to, should I say something to this person or not? Look, mama, I know it's the right thing here to have this discussion, but it looks like it's an X. Oh, Lordy. Someone's about to get brave. They're about to get real brave. Who's this little Gemini? It's air sign and air sign. Who's this little Gemini? Someone who's they're on standby. This is a little Gemini. They're on standby. Tiger's Eye. This is a baby. Girl, you bring that baby to me and Heather. We'll raise it. We'll be the aunties. We'll be the crazy aunties. Oh, see how much Heather's so happy. We'll homeschool the child.
Babies just love the F out of me. Babies and animals, they just Heather would be a full-time auntie.
Look at the wisdom of this family. Look at this. This is so beautiful. Someone has been trying to manifest a whole happy, complete family, but we can't do it without this person. Oh, babe. Look, it's like somebody saying, I know I shouldn't have done that. And at the time I thought it was dumb. But now that I'm, because man, I don't know who the Gemini is, but man, they miss you. I don't know, or they miss her. But this is definitely, it's one of your favorite relationships of all times. This little one. This little one is one of your favorites of all time, man. You know this little one. Oh, don't make me cry. I will cry. You're going to get this message probably within a week, sweets. And there's going to be like, I need help, please. Assistance, or I need... Because, man, mama is over here, and mama needs wings. To carry this child, mama needs wings. She needs wings. She's overladen with burden.
Mm-hmm.
For the child to be healthy and well, mama needs wings. She may ask you to move closer. And someone is going, the responsibility of this, it kind of rests on a person's shoulders here, you know, to do. You see the do? These are divine masculine energies right here. So this is action oriented, or it is a physical support of some kind. And this little one's your favorite. But don't tell anybody. Shh. Yeah. A little bambina. I would knit her little things. I knit toys, right? The little toys. Oh, I keep them for the children that visit the house. I keep coloring books, and I keep crayons, and I keep the toy. I let them go in the closet and pick which one they want. I put them all on a shelf and be like, hey, pick which one you want, man. Okay. That took care of Tiger's Eye. The last one I have is Mr. Firmina. I don't even know if he's still here.
Well, no, sweetheart. For me, Mr. Firmino nor Darkwater ever even responded. I'm doing glimmers, so Capri would be up next if you're still in chat. Put your question in there, and then Astrology Bliss, and then I say we call it done after Astrology Bliss.
Yeah,
but I just laid down.
Last.
I just laid down for Glimmer. Capri, if you're still around, you need to put your question back in the chat. Same for Astrology Bliss. And I think it's a wrap. We've been on this for almost 2 hours. And I got Glimmer right now. You feel that love.
Oh, they're my favorite.
Glimmer, honey. So quick question. Is there a Cancer? I understand you said there's Taurus sorry, you're wondering.
I'm trying to detach. I can't. That baby makes me so happy.
Aren't married, no children together, but it's been 20 years. I'm sorry. Okay. Libra Sun, Scorpio rising, Aries Sun, Taurus rising. Where did you go? Oh, the live just like reset itself. That was weird.
Amy
I hope
is
she's still
sending
there.
me light. Thank you, Amy. I can feel it. It's widening at my crown chakra and calming me down. Thank you, Amy.
Is your mom still alive, honey? Because I have the Chariot card in reverse twice. And so looking at this, I was trying to get the energy. I mean, honestly, the weirdness, what I was getting was two things. How do I say this? So like, for some people, they have weird triggers. Like, for example, going to weddings. It may remind them that they are not married. It may feel like it puts some pressure on their spouse to hurry up and marry them. It may make people triggered because they were married and it didn't work out. That's kind of what I'm getting. However, I'm also getting that it's likely in your head. And I hate to say it that way, but the weirdness, I think you're noticing the weirdness, but I also think that there is some, maybe the chariot in reverse energy has more to do with that feeling that you're having that something's off and that something's not right. If you're finding yourself that you're engrossed in this wedding and getting prepped for it and stuff, what I'm getting is that the other party just really may not be feeling well. Honestly, like what I'm getting is that, like, and I'm not going to cast judgment, but here's how it's coming out. Most guys could give two shits about a wedding or planning it or having anything to do with it or knowing exactly what to do. There could also be a crisis of somebody giving somebody away, feeling the pressure of or jealous of who would be giving who away. Maybe somebody's not feeling like they're as big of a part of this as they should be, but definitely this energy here with the chariot in reverse has the 8 of Swords all over it. Somebody is really up in their head, and it very well could be him that's up in his head about it. But, and a lot of times that, from what I'm getting, it looks like he wants to come out and to help with the planning or whatever things that are going on. I'm sure that they actually wouldn't mind carrying a bit of the load, but it really just looks like somebody has been working quite a bit, not feeling well. And I'm getting that you, as the Queen of Wands, are also projecting a bit of the Knight of Swords in reverse energy. So in yourself, if you're kind of at the point to where you're dreading the event, you could be accidentally projecting that energy out. With it very well could just speak to needing to decide how much of your time, energy, and effort that you have left to put towards it, or if you should actually just maybe putting more of that energy towards him. The clarifier for those 2 of Swords are this or that. Do I want to sit in this 5 of Cups energy and just kind of, wish and wonder and, think of what might be happening, what could have been, or do we want to fight about it? The best thing you can do in this instance, dear, is just, if you both are going to attend this, keep it fun, keep it youthful, enjoy the union. And when it comes time for the actual event, don't forget to include him. And when I say that, it's not coddling. It's not the word I'm looking for. It's paying attention. He went totally silent. Then that chariot in reverse makes more sense now that you're saying that. Went totally silent. So if somebody went totally silent on you, maybe that's the pressure that I was feeling. I don't know how much pressure that you were putting on him, or why he was feeling pressured. But like I said, it really looks like somebody does not feel well. They're not doing well. They're hurt feelings. And that very well could be you, dear. And I could understand why you wouldn't want to go to a wedding if all of a sudden your significant other just went silent. It must be in the air. There's a lot of that going on lately, honey. I can tell you that if I'm dealing with the cards that I'm dealing with, and I've got, like I said, I've got the Chariot twice. I've got the Sun card. Okay. The Chariot talks about that divine inner spirit, the will, the drive, the determination, the fire. None just asked him to show up and have fun and open bar. Oh, okay. Well, as far as that goes, does he have a broken down ass car? I hate to say that, but somebody, I hope he hasn't broken your spirit like this, dear. I mean, ultimately, if somebody's gone silent on you, the why behind it, it very well could have just been, I hate to say it this way, but a chariot in reverse can indicate something that somebody's getting hit with internally, that it's almost like that divine timing of spirit when they drop that straight wake up fucking call to you. And I hate to put it that way, but sometimes people have things, let's talk about spiritual awakening, for example. A lot of those don't come to people when everything's rainbow and rainbows and butterflies, sunshine and dancing, right? Usually some big spiritual hit comes when you're not doing the best. Now, I will say that below that Hermit card, I did have that 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the Star card in reverse, followed by the Moon. So if I keep going, it doesn't matter about the feelings. Dude's feeling down about himself, doesn't have the money, likely doesn't even feel the drive or desire to even go, whether it has to do with cups or not. And honey, I'd say go with a girlfriend, go with somebody that you want to go have a good time with. Don't sit and wait around for somebody that's trying to make you look like a clown, because that's you deserve better. Look at you just pounding away because you felt that heart chakra. Honey, I hope that helps. I'm sorry that you got ghosted like that. I wish people would be a whole lot more forthright. I think people don't understand the amount of grace, like what Miriam was saying earlier. We're all human. We all fuck up every now and then. And if people just really would stop being so scared and just understand that, a lot of times people hold more grace than what people think, then maybe a lot more people would step up and be adults and actually talk. So, well, good. I'm glad your best friend's flying. And see, it's kind of like that divine timing fate thing. You never know what's going to happen with Uranus, and Uranus just moved into Gemini, which is all about your friendship, your little besties, your people that you think of like siblings. Go have fun, short distance travels. I'm glad your friend's getting to come see and go to the wedding with you, Glimmer. And she's doing Capri, is that right? Amy, is she doing Capri?
No, I'm doing Inez. I'm doing Inez. Someone's family didn't like you, or your family didn't like him. I'm picking up that Pedro is very proud. It's one of those things. I'm seeing like a yellow flag. This flag has yellow in it, Inez, and he's like crawling up the side of a building to plant this flag. Planning. It's almost like he got his own shop. I don't know if it's his own mechanic shop or something. It's something that he spoke with you about, and he said he was going to do it. He said he was going to accomplish it. He found partnership in a way that, because I can hear you telling him, you really need to have your own. You really need to have your own setup. Where you're at is too controlling. You don't have the freedom to really. I'm catching. I don't know if this is like heat wrapping cars in some way, but it's like having your own shop with your own equipment. Inez, he wanted a car. Okay, well, he got the car, and it might be yellow, but he's so proud. He wants to show it to you and show you that he can. It's like having someone believe in you strongly, and I've had like 5 people believe in me my whole life. 5 people who stood and looked at me and said, I believe in you. And it, man, what I wouldn't do for positive reinforcement and appreciation, man, I'll do pretty much anything for that. But yeah, he's proud. It's like a hook in where he wanted to test the waters, Inez, by showing, it's almost like a cat bringing you a dead bird and kind of laying it at your feet as the hook in to start a conversation with you, because there's sitting in a park on a bench under a tree and kind of hashing things out. There's an embarrassment there. There's a strong embarrassment and an insecurity, but it has to do with something with his body. He's embarrassed of this. And it has to do with intimacy, but it's kind of like intimacy gone wrong. And the story behind it that you're asking for, I don't know if you asked him to tell you about an ex or you wanted to hear his side of the story. It's embarrassing. He doesn't want you to see him like that. Oh, he's a beautiful man. Don't get me wrong. This dude's beautiful, okay? He's a beautiful man. He said he just wanted sex. He's about 8 years old on the inside. You know, playing with cars. He's like 8 years old. So if there's a rebuke of any kind, he'll shoot his hand back. You know what I mean? He doesn't like the rebuking. No. To be honest with you, Inez, he just needs tenderness. It's very simple. You can get a lot out of this guy, like in the way of not just performance in bed, but also performance in life. Because I do see a possibility of like a child, a son with dark hair. If he has a son with dark hair, then there's a concern about raising the son to be proud of his life and not to carry shame, which is freaking impossible because everybody you know what? We all get the same uniform when we come in here. You get one thing of shame, so here's a drop of shame. You get one thing of guilt, so here's some people get 7 drops of guilt, right? We all get the same. Pick one. Pick any of them. You know what I mean? Am I saying it right, Heather? Am I saying it right?
Yeah. I mean, we're all made of the same. We're all made of the same. We're all made with the same stuff. It's just what we choose to do with it.
Everybody gets an obsession. Pick one.
Yeah.
Go to the counter and get 4 obsessions. You get 4. You only get 0.5 because you're going to Scandinavia, to the Netherlands.
Right.
Where all the nice people are. I'm not lying, dude. All the good people, they live in the Netherlands, Scandinavia, Norway, and shit.
In Canada, eh?
Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. I love Canadians. Did I ever tell you about that? So I'm at a buddy's house. I was staying at his house for a little bit, and him and I formed this really cool brother-sister relationship. Anyway, he was dating a lady from Canada, and she was sitting at the dinner table that night. And I don't know how the conversation got onto guns, but it did. And she just sat there and said, I honestly don't understand why all Americans feel like they have to have a gun. And you could hear a pin drop.
Oh,
the
yeah.
rest of the table was like,
yeah.
I felt so bad for her. Anyway, Pedro wants to show you that he can. There's also something about his body that he's embarrassed with. So he overcompensates in another area. He's very talented at what he does in the sack. But when it comes to you, you make him nervous, which is why he would, you know, that nervous, curious. Think of an 8-year-old boy who's like standing behind a wall. They see something. They're scared to go toward it. He's kind of like chicken.
I just saw like a little boy come around the corner and go, pick me up.
Yes, people are he didn't see me. I'm Batman.
And then immediately followed by a grown man wearing a trench coat going, naked underneath and going, and hiding it again and running.
Right. Hi,
Really.
Michelle. Hi.
And sweetheart, that's so funny.
There's
Crystal.
also something here with like leather and BDSM and that sort of play. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, Pedro is a fun-loving kind of guy. He's the kind of guy that would take his son or his children to play a lot, even outdoors. Little boy on the shoulders, popping off fireworks. It has a lot of fun memories attached to it. It's fun. So yes, you kind of do get both the smoking hot guy, but also a person who loves to play with children. Like playing with children, he's really good at it. Racing, the track at the high school, it's like grizzly go. It's racing, running.
I'm hearing loving to teach, like to pass down knowledge to kids.
Passing down.
Philly, it's like a boost of an ego in a cute way.
It's making a tree house for the boy and climbing up there with him and putting lights on in the dark. Be like, your mom's coming. Hide. Quick. It's very dramatic, but it's very playful. I also see a little girl if you choose to take that route. The first one is a boy. The second one is a girl. Beautiful children. I see walking through flea market. It would be like this, okay, Ines? It would be like this. You can either choose to be happy with a simpler life, but very full and happy, or you can choose to keep pressing on in this determined, career-focused, because that way lies no children. I don't know if you know that. If you sit with any other readings, that way lies no children. I see like 2 cats, but I see no children. And you wouldn't catch up to that knowledge until you were like 35, 40. That, oh my God, my life's gone by and I have no kids. I didn't make that the priority. It's all right here. And it's like shocking. Hey guys, my phone's about to die. I don't know.
Yeah. And so really fast, I know your phone's about to die. We're going to run. We don't know when we're going to be back on. I'll tell you, like, there's a lot of moving. I just came here to Texas. She's coming back home next weekend and bringing a bunch of stuff over here to me. And we're going to she'll be here for a couple weeks. We're going to just pound stuff out. I do want to let you know, Candace, I saw you in the chat, babe. I can't remember what the questions was, like what your cards were, but I did just, as I was listening, thinking on it, I just shuffled and I did get that this is it's a big karmic thing that you're dealing with. Yes, I got Scorpio all over the place. Unwillingness to change. I did pull another Cancer card. Could be a Cancer Pisces Scorpio. We got the Queen of Cups in reverse and the 6 of Wands in reverse. And the Justice card in reverse. Could also be a Libra. That could just be speaking to an unbalanced relationship and uncertainty. Everything behind it was all falling in the negative. Looking at all this stuff, if it's kind of one of those things. If you aren't getting the answer that you're looking for, you may have to let it go and just follow your intuition, baby. My description I don't think the description has my email in there, but all of you, thank you for showing up tonight. Our description to book readings with us is in the description of this video.
Please.
It's on our channel. We're
Join
ready
the
to work.
Patreon channel. That's my channel.
Yeah, we're all in, baby.
Yeah,
high
we're
fives,
all in at this point.
confetti everywhere. And I hope you guys all had a great 4th of July.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you to the moderators. Lupita, thank you so much. Oh, you guys are beautiful. We love you.
Astrology Bliss, honey, we called for you like 3 times and you didn't hear. I'm sorry. I do apologize. When we missed you, we missed you. I apologize, dear. But we are done. We've been at this over about 2.5 hours. So
I'm like a lamb.
Have a good night.
guys.
Mwah.
Have a beautiful
And,
evening. We'll see you next time.
bye,
Bye.
guys.